You. I've had enough of you. All I do, every time I look at you, all you do is upset me. And you know what? I don't want you in my life anymore. Howdy folks. So, thought it was about time we spoke about these guys again. And we're going to kick things off with a case study. Now, I have a client, the most consistent client I think I've ever trained, both with her nutrition, caloric adherence, protein adherence, and then also with her training. Now, last week she weighed in, and despite being in a calorie deficit, despite doing everything she needed to do, she gained a pound. Work that one out. Then, despite following exactly the same course of action, because I said to her, look, don't worry about it, it's obviously a bit of fluctuation going on in your body, be patient, and I promise you the results will yield. So she changed nothing. Calories stayed exactly the same, exercise stayed exactly the same. The following week she jumps on the scales and there's a drop of 3.5 pounds. Why am I telling you this? Well, it just goes to show that you can't always rely on what the scales tell you. Even if you are the most disciplined and consistent person in the world with regard to your calories and your exercise, every now and then, this guy is still gonna chuck a spanner in the works and maybe retain a little bit more water or cause your weight to fluctuate. So what that means in layman's terms is yes, use these guys as a measure, but only one measure. Focus on adhering to the principles of fat loss, a calorie deficit, and of course making sure you're consuming enough protein and just generally staying active around your own personal routine. Bottom line, if you're doing those things, you will be dropping body fat. Just because you haven't dropped it in the smallest measure of a cycle, the smallest amount of time, doesn't mean that overall, over time, you're not going to drop. You've got to be consistent, and most importantly, you've got to be patient. This girl was, and boom, there's the results.